Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Angry Video Game Nerd, but before we do, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The year is 2020, it's a brand new year and it's a brand new day, and it's a brand new Angry Video Game Nerd episode, so how fitting are we going to be reacting to the new episode on a brand new day, on a brand new year? Wow, that was overly complicated than it needed to be. I could have really simplified that. I apologize. but yeah, it's gonna be The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask from Nintendo 64. Oh boy, I remember playing this The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask from Nintendo 64. But it was a really difficult game from what I remember. I mean, I said I played video games. I said I was never good at them. I suck at video games. But I've played it, and it's really difficult from what I remember. But mostly, I remember playing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for the GameCube. That's what I mostly remember playing it on. I played it on both Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. But I had like the Legend of Zelda, the GameCube collection or something like that. It was like the Legend of Zelda limited edition, where it was like a GameCube game and it had like 4 Zelda games. That's what I remember, but that was like 10 years ago or something like that. Yeah, it was totally awesome to play all the Zelda games on the GameCube, and it was also awesome to play them on Nintendo 64. They're really difficult games, well, for me at least, because I suck at them. But yeah, hopefully the angry video game nerd enjoys them too. Hopefully James enjoys the game as well. But this is going to be episode 175, just to let you guys know that this is episode 175. He has made a lot of video game reviews. Yeah, that's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of fish, guys. So I'm very excited to see what episode 200 is going to be like. Maybe is he going to retire at episode 200? Who knows? Lucky number 200? Not really lucky if he's going to quit, is it? Maybe he's going to continue. Who knows? Like the Angry Video Game Nerd episode when he was like the Christmas Carol or something like that. And he's playing like the Nintendo Wii or something, and he's wearing a grey beard and all that. Hopefully he continues forever. Hopefully. But yeah, let's check out this video, shall we? Let's go. Whew. Oh boy. Rolling Rock. Oh, we're gonna need some alcohol for this one. I remember how difficult this game is. The memories of pain and suffering.
Your cruel and miserable games.
Dr. Jekyll and Hyde
to reap everything I've sown. You robbed me not only of my childhood, but my adulthood too.
Oh yeah.
I've been cursed to play your bullshit till the end of time. But thankfully, the end of time is about to come. The year 2020 is upon us.
The future.
Doomsday. Yeah, they were 20 years off with Y2K. But this is it, for real. And with only 1 week left, the ceremony must begin.
The ultimate sacrifice must be commenced.
You must wear these masks until the midnight of New Year's. They've been carefully selected as caricatures of your true, shitty natures. Your mask represents the solicitor, the one who uses familiar source material to cash in and disrespects the love for the franchise. You don't respond to love. You only respond to what your petty hunger dictates, to things that have value. You're the kind that appraises franchises without seeing their beauty. You're nothing but greed. Your mask is the overzealous coward, the one who has nothing to give but somehow gives too much of it. You're an overflowing garbage can of filth, bloated and packed to the gills with nonsense, bullshit to the highest capacity to hide your incompetent, broken gameplay.
Damn, this is deep.
And of course, you wear the mask of the heartless Punisher, tricking me with useless weaponry and sucker punch pitfalls at every step. You see humanity as small animals caught in a trap to be tortured. Your pleasure is the giving of pain. From this you feel the same sense of joy one might get from a kiss or an embrace. Shame on you.
Shame on free all of you.
All you shitty games.
Shame on you.
All your cryptic mazes, bad controls, unfair jumps, vomit-inducing graphics, lack of continues, long passwords.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you're proud of yourselves. May God, the devil, and whatever else have pity on you. But as for me, I wear the mask of the thing that stalks me at this very moment.
Oh, yes. That's totally awesome.
Shitty games.
2020. The nerd, the moon face.
You stole my life away. It's all yours. You inherit everything left of my soul. Now, you can dig deep in the treasury. But before the world ends, I must play one last game.
Alright.
For approval, Mr. Nerd, a frustrated gamer with no life outside this
Twilight
room,
Zone.
except for a virtual world which he's created. A world that will come to an end when his anger causes its total destruction on New Year's Eve. But until then, he has 1 week to take care of some unfinished business. He must complete one of the most beloved Zelda games, Majora's Mask. Other YouTubers cherish it, but this is not your usual reviewer.
Oh yeah, he's gonna lose his shit.
Angry video game.
Yeah, he's gonna go fucking nuts. He's not gonna take this lightly. He's gonna bash this game into
Thanks
smithereens.
for watching this episode of Angry Video Game Nerd. But first, a word from our sponsor. If you want an epic, dark fantasy done right with over
Weird place to
400
put the
champions
advert,
to collect and
but
personally
okay.
customize, then check out Raid Shadow Legends. Not to be confused with that awful NES game,
Raid
Raid 2020. It seems like everyone's talking about Raid these days, and for good reason. It's gotten 15 million downloads in the last 6 months and has been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best of 2019 Users' Choice Awards. In Raid, you can assemble a team from 16 heroic factions, discover 13 spectacular locations, enjoy a fully voiced story campaign, claim glory in the PvP arena, and you can even bust a move.
Yeah. Fucking Fortnite all over again.
Talk about a killer dance-off. And don't forget, it's free to play. Say goodbye to grinding. With multi-battle auto mode, you can set battles to run in the background while you do holiday stuff like shop for presents, set up your Christmas tree, or light the candles on your menorah. There's also weekly tournaments and a roadmap that promises more updates in the next 6 months. Follow the link in the description where new players
Sounds cool.
will get 100,000
I'm glad he's
silver,
doing
2
sponsors.
clan boss keys, 10
Post
mystery
his channel.
shards, and 1 free champion. Adjudicator. She's like if an elf from Lord of the Rings and a stack of heavy metal magazines collided into the ultimate badass elf. So
Damn.
hurry, because this offer is available for only 30 days. And now, on with the show.
Alright, okay.
When it comes to fantasy
happy he's doing
adventure
sponsors.
games, I can't think of
Supports his
any
channel.
franchise that has made as big an impact on me as Zelda.
Of course,
Each
Zelda.
installment was a milestone that represented the full capabilities of the console it was released on
Ocarina of
and
Time,
the generation
yes,
of its time.
great one.
The overhead 2D format will always be the traditional classic Zelda for me, but the franchise was never afraid to experiment. Zelda 2 was a side-scroller, and Ocarina of Time was three-dimensional, even though the 3D format somehow became the standard after that. But anyway, Ocarina was such a big hit, the next thing I knew, a VHS tape came in the mail promoting Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah.
I thought to myself, what? Another Zelda game? Already? Judging by the look of it, it seemed they reused the same 3D engine as Ocarina,
Why not?
which was confirmed, but it also seemed Nintendo was being careful not to copy Ocarina too much, so they reinvented the franchise as we know it. No Ganon, no Triforce, no Hyrule, and no Zelda except
to be
for a brief
confused.
flashback. At that time, I had just burnt myself out finishing Ocarina and moved on to other things, so I sadly missed out on Majora's Mask.
Oh,
but in the 20
that's a
years
shame.
since, I never stopped thinking about that creepy
Yeah,
moon.
the fucking creepy
As
moon.
time went on, I've heard so much enthusiasm for this game. It has a whole community behind it, and some people even say it's the greatest Zelda game ever made. So it's been a
I would
bucket
say it's
list
the
item for
greatest,
me,
but it's a
which
good
I'm
game.
Finally about to check
Very
off the
difficult game,
list.
but not the greatest.
First,
Zelda
I
game.
have to get out of the way. The Nintendo 64's graphics look like shit, and age
Yeah.
like shit too. Those blocky and murky
Game's old,
textures.
come on.
Ugh. But hey, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's Nintendo 64. You can't blame them, but the
Yeah.
pioneering days of 3D graphics don't hold up as well as the 2D
Hmm.
games. I mean, look at Link to the Past. In my opinion, that still shines as
Yeah, it's
perfect
more
as ever.
colourful.
Back to
yeah.
Majora. The setting is a doomed world called Termina, which was created from the powers of a dark magical mask, Majora's of course. After the mask was stolen by Skull Kid, it somehow formed Termina, vaguely modeling it after memories of Hyrule and its inhabitants, which is why many characters look the same. But this world is only temporary, as the big scary moon is slowly coming down to crash and kill everyone and everything.
My sort of
I have to
style.
say, that
Love
moon
it.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was
It's
fucking
cool
creepy
just
as
knowing It's
hell.
always up there, staring down at you. There's only 3 days left to live. The people are all aware of the coming apocalypse, but there's nothing they can do about it, nor are they even trying to do anything. They just sit around and say, yep, we're all gonna die.
That's pretty me. That's pretty much me.
Depressing. This is a depressing game. I like it.
Yeah, I like it
So
as well.
Link has to save the world.
I love depressing
The goal
stuff.
is more or less the
Cheers
same
me
as
up.
any Zelda game. You have to complete a series of dungeons and do a bunch of random shit in between. A big part of this game is the learning of ocarina melodies and collection of masks, which all give you different unique capabilities. Most are optional, but the main required masks transform Link into different species like Deku, Goron, and Zora. When transformed, you can use those species' powers and skills,
Yeah, I
which is
remember this.
vital in progressing in certain parts of the game. When Link puts the masks on, apparently it's painful. Oh, jeez, he's screaming in agony! Man, I feel bad for making him do that. In short, it's your typical Zelda with some new game mechanics here and there. However, there is one major thing that sets it apart from the others. As I said before, they had to do something to make it stand out from Ocarina. Well, they figured, why not give it a time limit?
Yeah.
Zelda with a time limit? How does that work?
Yeah.
Well, as mentioned, the moon is going to destroy everything in 3 days, which
remember
roughly
this.
translates to 1 hour of playtime, unless you play the Song of Inverted Time, which slows it down and gives you almost 3 hours. If you let the clock run out, what happens? Well, of course I had to find out.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Oh yeah, look at that. That's fucking awesome. Come on, how can you not love this? Damn.
Wow.
That's epic.
Well, after 20 years, that still looks cool. So, what exactly happens? Well, simply put, game over. Now, of course, you can't complete an entire Zelda game in less than 3 hours.
Yeah, no
That's where the
fucking
Song
way.
of Time comes in. When you play it, it acts as
Unless you're a
Link's time
speedrunner.
machine, sending him back to the dawn of day one. You keep your melodies and masks and any major items you've collected, but the rest of the world resets. The characters you've met all have forgotten, and everything starts up again, as if nothing happened. So Link is basically experiencing the same thing as Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, cursed to relive the same events over and over.
Yeah,
No wonder why he
boy.
acts like there's no consequences. Breaking into
Yes.
people's homes,
Smashing pots
strutting
and
around
shit.
like he owns the place, walking away from explosions, getting drunk at the bar, dancing in front of strangers, and igniting a bomb at somebody's front door to get them to come out. Like
Yeah,
some
that's
kind of mischief night prank. What an ass. So basically, anytime before the 3rd day ends, you have to play that song and go back in time. Otherwise, the moon will crash and you lose your progress. You just don't let it happen. Playing the song doesn't just send you back, it also saves the game. And it's the only way you can truly save. There is a quick save, which you can do by hitting owl statues, but
Yeah, I
that's only a
remember those.
temporary save that you can only load once. Yeah. So if you want to save and feel good about it, you got to go back in time.
Of
Now, I
course.
always thought saving was the preservation of progress up until the present time. But here, to save, you got to go back to the beginning. What
Yes.
sense does that make?
It's the Legend
When
of
you go
Zelda
back, you
Confused
keep your main
Chronicles all
items,
over
as
again.
mentioned, but all your rupees are gone. Your
Oh,
arrows
hang on.
gone. Bombs gone. Sticks, nuts, bottled items, any inventory, it all goes away.
Ugh.
Plus any side quests you are working on or people you've interacted with, any items you've unlocked or special events that took place, all that is lost.
Damn.
So saving is something you don't want to do until the 3 days are almost up and you have no other choice. You have to put a lot of thought into what exactly you plan to accomplish before your next save. You wouldn't want to start something on the 2nd or 3rd day and then realize you're out of time and have to do it over again. It's like you have to plan your gameplay sessions within these 3-hour intervals. Many times I had to leave the system on overnight and pray for no power outages. I gotta be
Yeah,
honest,
I remember
like
doing
playing
that as
games where you
well.
can save anytime you want, like Zelda. Oh man, I can't reference Zelda because I'm playing fucking Zelda! Then there's occasions where you need time to speed up. Certain events only happen during the day or night or at a specific hour or whatever.
I
You can
remember
skip
this.
forward with the Song of Double Time or a dancing scarecrow. Yeah, a dancing scarecrow. But these methods skip you ahead 6 to 12 hours. You can't just go to whatever hour you want, so you're still going to wait around a lot. and waiting is something that's never fun, in real life or in games. Look at Link scratching himself. He can't take it anymore. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What if you're in a dungeon? You know, the main areas in Zelda games where most of the action and puzzle solving takes place. The parts that usually take the most time and the most work. What if you're up to your ass in one of those and the clock runs out?
Oh.
Would the Song of Time preserve your dungeon progress? I don't want to find out.
God.
With the Song of Inverted Time slowing it down to 3 hours, that's probably enough. But don't even threaten me with that shit.
Hey.
Just the fact there's a time limit hovering over me makes me nervous as hell.
It makes you
and
nervous.
Takes all the fun
Yeah, the
away.
fucking time
It'd
limit.
be like duct taping a bag of diarrhea to the ceiling while you try to get work done.
Ugh.
It probably won't fall as long as you make sure the duct tape is secure. But then you stop and think, it actually has no reason to be there. I mean, give me a reason. A time limit in a Zelda game?
Yeah.
What are they fucking
It
thinking?
should've give you a choice to turn it off. But it makes for a great speedrun video, I guess. For those who want to
Clock
speedrun
is a
this
story
game.
in itself. At first it appears to be like the upper half of a regular analog clock, especially since 12 is at the top center. But why is 6 on the right and left? Why is there both a sun and a moon going around in a circle?
Dunno.
My intuitive nature to think it's anything like a regular clock only confused the hell out of myself.
I don't
From
know.
what I was able to make sense of,
Number
it
of the
runs
beast,
from
who knows?
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then changes to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and so on for each day. The yellow sun is always a minute hand, the red sun is the hour hand, but the red sun changes to a moon at night. Why doesn't the minute hand also change to a moon? Why not just have a regular clock or a simple digital counter? I mentioned every time you go back and save, you lose your rupees, unless first you deposit them in the bank. Now, let me tell you about the bank, because this is a whole shit show. First of all, what's up with the bank teller? What's she doing? Yeah, that's great. Have you ever gone to the bank and the teller is thrashing their arms up and down?
Oh yeah, totally.
If that has ever
No,
happened,
of
I'd like
course
to
not.
know. It's amusing
There's
the
never
first time you
happened.
see it, maybe the 10th, but by the 100th time, you have to go through the same dialogue every time. An actual ATM is
I
quicker,
remember this,
and then you
yeah.
have to enter the amount you want to deposit.
It's been a long time
Of
since I
course
played
you
the
wanna
game, so it's all
deposit
coming
all,
back.
But there's no option for all. You have to enter the exact amount you have. And if it's a lot, she gives you interest, immediately handing over 5 rupees. Now I have to go through that all over again just to deposit 5 rupees? Can't you just add it to my balance? Then, after you save, you have to withdraw your rupees, which means going back to the bank and going through all the dialogue again. And after you withdraw, you pay a service charge of 4 rupees. Then what was the point of the 5 rupees you gave me earlier?
Yeah,
And there's no
it's-
withdraw all option either. Again, you have to enter the exact amount. One time I only took out a partial amount, then decided I wanted more, and the dialogue started up again.
Oh.
Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Ah, yes, Link. You have to recognize me again? I was just here. I didn't even go anywhere. I've been standing right in front of your fucking face.
Yeah,
You know how
this is-
fast this could work?
this is
like
just-
this. Deposit, withdraw, all, or enter amount. What's so hard about that?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
even better, just keep your rupees, like every other Zelda game.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, this is just a minor thing, just a small
But
part.
it
in the
adds
game.
up.
But no, this is
It's
a
an-
huge, major part, because every single time,
time
you
consuming.
save, you have to repeat the whole deposit withdrawal routine. And it doesn't end there. You also have to restock your arrows, bombs, bottle items, everything. So good luck farming for all that shit every single time. It's the only game I know where saving could take 20 minutes. Oh gee, the time limit, the saving it sends you back, the weird clock, the banking system.
It's just
That's
time
probably
consuming.
all the bad things, right? I'm gonna move ahead now and just assume the rest of the game is totally perfect.
Yeah, right.
Been long before. Let's look on the bright side, which in this case is the dark side, the visual design. It's bizarre, twisted, and downright unsettling. I
pretty cool.
love it. Dude,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
love
a
it. It's
combination
cool.
of Never-Ending Story and Nightmare Before Christmas. This game's got some weird shit.
Hmm.
There's the happy mask salesman who speaks in jarring jump cuts, and then without any warning, strangles Link
Oh, damn. Jesus.
for a bit too long.
Yeah, that's...
Then there's a certain song that summons a
Ooh,
creepy Link statue.
what the fuck?
Oh, now that's some freaky
Oh,
deaky
that is
shit.
fucking
Then
creepy.
there's beings known as them or they that come out at night. There's the professor with the
Ugh.
goat-like head. Yeah, this guy's one of my favorites. There's Guru who plays the
There's
organ
music
grinder
box.
faster
I
and
remember that.
faster and faster.
I think you can make him
He keeps
exhausted.
getting more and more tense. His anxious mood rubs off on you. Then there's mummies that stare into your soul. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I remember those things. Fucking hell, I hated those things.
But
Remind me
perhaps
of
the
Silent
creepiest
Hill.
part is when
I
you
hate
go
those
into this
fucking
house, and out of the cabinet comes this thing.
Oh! What the
Then this little
fuck?
girl stands in front of him who turns out to be his daughter. She knows her dad turned into some monster, but she still loves him. That's some sad shit.
Yeah, it's pretty
You play the
sad.
song of healing, he reverts back to his regular self, and they hug it out. Oh,
It's nice and
oh
touching.
man. I gotta lighten the mood. The game has its share of funny moments, like the arguing skulls, the skeleton hand that comes out of the toilet asking for toilet paper.
We've all been
The
there.
shopkeeper who keeps itching
We all
himself.
need that
I don't know
toilet
what the
paper when
point
we
of
need it the
this is,
most.
And it's not all that funny. You just gotta make it funny. Like these loving seahorses that give you a heart. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does.
All
When you
those little
swim,
delicate
I can't
touches.
help but think that sounds like a cat puking.
Ugh.
Or, more specifically, the pre-puke hacking phase when the vomit's being pumped through.
Ugh.
You get it.
Yeah, please,
The
yeah,
puzzle
don't go into
solving is
detail.
on par for what you'd expect with a Zelda game. It's all about the brain teasers. You have to melt ice on the ceiling to cause a waterfall, to tilt a seesaw, to raise yourself to the next one. There's rooms you have to flip upside down and back again to
Yeah, I
drop
remember some
blocks
of
into
these.
certain areas to activate certain buttons and shit. It's madness, but that's Zelda. There's also some really cool boss battles, like this guy here. Definitely feeling the Tim Burton vibe. So there, I said some good things about the game, but that's all anybody ever talks about is the good things. The bad things, well, that's my job.
Oh
For
boy,
me,
here we
the
go.
majority of it has been consistently frustrating. It has its share of bad camera angles,
Camera
difficult
angles are
jumps,
difficult,
and
yeah.
occasional glitches. Many of the boss battles are repetitive and grueling, like this one where you have to kill all the eyeballs. Do you think there's enough eyeballs?
They look
Dialogue
like
can
a
be a chore.
bag of balloons.
Sometimes if there's more than one character close together, it's hard to speak to the right one. Like here, it's the kid I want to talk to, but this asshole keeps getting in my way. When buying large quantities of items, you have to buy them one at a time. If you screw up a quest, it can be insanely punishing, making you have to go back to the first day to start again. Like I said, many of these quests operate on a 3-day schedule where you have to be in all the right places at the right time. I went to a farm, had to do a target practice session, wait for a specific night, defend a barn from a bunch of alien ghosts, then defend a shipment of milk from bandits. But I lost, and just because of that, I had to redo all the above, the whole 3-day cycle, all over again.
Damn.
It's easy to get disoriented. For one example, I just met the skeleton dude, and now I'm supposed to chase him. A cutscene plays, and afterwards, oh shit, I'm facing in the wrong direction. I reorient myself and go
Wow.
after him, but now, just because I delayed for one short moment, I'm never able to catch up with him.
Oh, that
it's over.
sucks.
Rather than giving you a quick second chance, you have to leave the area and come back.
Oh, come
Why?
on.
There's a wall with a maze of ladders that are invisible. You have to use
I
the lens of
remember this.
truth just to see them, and then still you have to pick the right path. Every second they're visible, you're depleting your magic meter. I had just barely enough to find my way to the top. Look at this. Now that's an image. All I'm trying to do is get a treasure, and there's a black cloud over my head. Literally. Speaking of overhead,
Oh, Jesus. That's creepy. His eyes are getting redder. Fuck.
there's a couple times when you have to win a race. The first time you're in your Goron body rolling with other Gorons. At first it seems like a cool mini-game.
Yeah, I remember
the
this.
problem is you have to come in first place. Not second, not third, first. They leave you no room for error. If you bump into anything just once,
You're
you
fucked.
won't make it. You have to practice it over and over until you memorize every inch of that entire
I never got
course.
past it.
The
I
other
couldn't
race
do it.
is
I
on
was-
horseback,
so
but it's
difficult.
the same thing. You need a perfect run. And worse, This time, every try costs you 10 rupees. Considering
Kicking
this is a
bollocks.
mini-game, and that racing is not the main skill in Majora's Mask or any Zelda game, you'd think they could be a little more forgiving. Even in Mario Kart, you don't have to be in first place to move on.
Yeah.
The controls suck due to the clunkiness of the Nintendo 64 joystick. I give it some slack here because they hadn't yet perfected the feel of 3D games.
Yeah.
But just try Breath of the Wild and then go back to this and you'll realize how far we've come.
Yeah, how
Not just controlling Link,
how much
but when
luxury
you're
we
on
got.
the menu screen, it's a little awkward moving around. Plus the warp
clunky.
screen, you'd think you can just push up to go up, but nothing works the way it should. For these screens, it would have been nice to have the option of using the D-pad. Aiming your weapons is never easy. I'm trying to hook shot onto the turtle's back. I've aimed for the shell, I've aimed for the tree, I've tried it from every angle I could think of, but it only works whenever it feels like it.
Damn.
There's many areas where you have to shoot ice arrows into the water to create glaciers to hop on, but sometimes it just doesn't work. There's no clear reason. Come on! Come on! What the fuck?
Maybe it's too close to the wall, maybe?
I've heard in the 3DS version, the water sparkles to show you exactly where to shoot.
Oh.
I imagine the controls are a lot smoother on the 3DS too, and I think that's a great idea to re-release a game and fix up the flaws.
Yeah.
But that doesn't erase the past, which is where I take you. So yeah, I would have probably had a better time with the 3DS version, but
Yeah,
for
of course.
historical sake, I gotta do the original.
You gotta do the original
Anyway,
and the classic.
now try
of course.
shooting arrows through a flame to light a torch a mile
go back
away
to the
while
source.
standing on a spinning fucking platform.
Yeah, I hate
Here
those
I'm trying to
spinning
climb on
fucking
the red
platforms.
pipe. Anytime you have
Oh,
to walk
they're
on a
pain in
narrow
the ass.
path, it turns into a balancing act. All I'm trying to do is keep the joystick straight. Why is this so hard? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
Fuck. Fuck.
Ooh.
Keep it steady, keep it steady. Oh my god, I'm stuck, I'm stuck.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whew.
Made it. This part, you gotta do the Goron roll on the bridge, hit the ramp, and jump across.
Yeah.
But each time, I veer slightly to the side and fall down. And then you have
Yeah.
to go all the way back and climb a ladder just
remember
to get
this.
to the starting point again. Alright, here we go. Oh, oh, oh! Fuck!
Oh,
It's
God,
like
I
throwing
remember
a gutter
this.
ball. You're so mad, you want to try again immediately, but you gotta wait your turn. Go. Go. Go!
It's so
Yeah!
difficult.
Oh,
Yeah. You gotta stop, you
How
gotta
about
like
jumping
cancel
on
the
invisible
action.
platforms that are slippery with ice and getting knocked back by spiders? Yeah, that's real fun.
Spiders
There's a part
are
where you have to
pain in
enter
the
a
ass as
cave,
well.
but it's blocked by a giant boulder. The goal is to blow it up using an explosive barrel that you get from a big Goron. As soon as he gives you the barrel, time starts ticking down. You have to hurry and carry it over the cave before it explodes. Right off the bat, they put all these ramps in front of you.
Of course
you
they
can't
do.
carry it while walking up the ramps, so you have to repeatedly throw the barrel and pick it up again. And again, and again. Then you have to find the cave as fast as humanly possible. Like everything, they give you just enough time for a perfect run. If you get a little bit lost along the way, or you don't take the most direct path, or bump into something, or drop the barrel for one moment, you're done.
Yeah,
Just
you're
give up.
fucked.
Just want to get over the bridge. Get out of my way.
Oh,
you
damn.
Fucking wolf. Pick it up, pick it up. Get the barrel.
Oh.
Get the barrel.
Oh.
Fuck.
I know that pain. I know that pain. It is painful.
Here we go. Here we go. I can see the cave. I can see the cave. Gonna make it. Gonna make it.
No, you're not.
Ah.
Go,
Pick
oh,
it up. Pick
you
it
are
up.
gonna. Oh,
Fuck.
I know the feeling. I've been there, done
Finally, I'm gonna do it. I just did a perfect run. Plenty of time left. But it's about to change from night to day. That's kind of distracting, but no worries, right? Alright, put the barrel right in front of the boulder. We're set. It's there. It's there. Now all I gotta do is sit back and wait for the explosion. Alright. Dawn a second day.
that.
Alright.
Disappears. What happens?
Where's the barrel?
Oh, you disappeared. I fucking blew it.
Did it take the barrel? Just because the day
fuck.
changed?
Oh, that's such a
That's
kick in the
worse than Simon's
balls.
Quest. Imagine if in Simon's Quest, every time it changes, it restarts whatever task you're working
Fuck
on.
that.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
That is so unfortunate.
You know what? fuck this game.
Fuck it, yeah, but
I
it's
said it.
it's
Did
so
I wanna rip
difficultly
apart
good.
Majora's Mask? No. But the game drew first blood, not me.
Oh shit. Oh fuck me.
The Great Bay Temple
moon
is the stuff
face,
of which
red
nightmares
eyes,
are
creepy
born.
as
The
shit.
stuff of legendary video game trauma. All I gotta say is the Whirlpool Room. Oh, fuck me. The Whirlpool Room. It's a huge
Don't think I've
underwater
gotten
room,
this
which
far.
is like the main hub of the entire dungeon, full of tunnels that lead every which
I haven't
way.
completed the game.
Not even the
I've
map
only got
can make
halfway
sense
through it,
because
sort
you're
of.
never sure which level you're on. This is before 3D maps were
Jesus.
common, like in Breath of the Wild. But besides being confusing,
haven't got
you
this
can
far, I don't
hardly
think.
control where you're going. The water pushes you all around, forcing you to swim in circles. Even if you know which tunnel you're trying to go in, the current will pull you away. You have to get tricky and hug the wall a certain way, and just as you're about to pass by the tunnel, you quickly turn into it. But if you screw up and get sucked into the wrong tunnel, it could shit you out in some other part of the dungeon you don't want to be in. And next thing, you're retracing your steps to get back to where you were. But you can't waste all that time when time is not on your side.
Yeah.
That moon is gonna crash. The first day, I'm feeling fine. Second day, I'm starting to worry a little. The third day, I'm playing like my life depends on it. If time runs out, everything I did might go to waste. Hours of blood, sweat, and tears. Well, maybe not blood, but here I am, just doing my best. That sound, the toll of the bullshit bell. I'm done for. The thing is, I'm almost there. Push the switch, get on the water spout, go in the final door, and I've made it to the boss.
Damn,
But
nice.
that timer doesn't care.
Yeah, that timer.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, I know.
6 minutes. 6 minutes.
You need a deep breath, but
I think that's enough time. It might be. But I don't want to play the ocarina now because I'm not sure exactly what that does. So, these bosses, you can't be under a rush. You have to have patience so that you can watch the boss, learn their weak spot, find their patterns. But the way things are right now, I don't think this is happening.
and
if
it's a
it
save
does,
point
it's
as
gonna be the
well.
last
You can't
possible
really.
second. And then what if I have to bail out, use the ocarina, but I get knocked into the water and I can't use the ocarina or something? So I need to make a decision here.
You fucked up. That's the decision. It's gonna be difficult. I love the music.
Please don't make me do the dungeon over. Please.
I don't know what's
Please?
gonna happen. Please don't let him do it all over again. Oh. I guess it did go his way.
I have to do the entire dungeon all over again. I
Fuck
still have the compass
that.
and the map, whoopity fucking do, but I have to get all the keys again, reactivate all the water valves, and it's basically like starting over.
No.
Ooh, I haven't felt this kind of rage in a long time. I can feel the diarrhea flowing through my veins.
That's not a good
Even
thing.
with Jekyll and Hyde, I didn't have to play that shit for a solid week. Picking up the controller and starting this game is like a sentence. You're sentencing yourself to a punishment, and everybody else loves it. Well, I thought I loved shit.
I thought it was good.
Majora's Mask, more like major ass. All right, let's beat the fuck out of this game.
Alright, you've got this by the balls, nerd. Music's a little bit not what I wanted.
It's that special
Awesome
kind
Eye of the
feeling,
Tiger
the
sort
kind
of.
where nothing else matters. When you're punching the couch and playing standing up, it's gotten real. You want to show that game what the fuck you're made of.
Kinda like the music actually, it's pretty cool. It's like a Eye of the Tiger sort of style. He's got this. He's gonna beat this game. He's got to. Rolling Rock. You're gonna need a lot of that. Shaving cream.
I did it! I beat the dungeon. Only one left. Alright, last
Whoa.
dungeon.
It's a zombie
Last
dance.
dungeon. Here we go!
I haven't gotten this far, but it looks cool.
Yeah, take that, you fuck!
Damn.
Yeah! I did it! I beat the boss.
Did ya? Or did he? I bet it's another one. I bet it's like a fucking extra one.
Pick up the boss remains. Oh, hang on, I gotta get the heart container too.
No, you finish the game,
I can
doesn't
still
really
get that
matter.
heart, right? Now I gotta watch the cutscene. Please let that heart still be there.
I bet it's not. I bet
Please.
it's gonna kick you in the balls and not let it be there.
How do I get the heart now?
I don't think you can.
So I looked it up. You can get the heart
Oh,
still.
can you?
Oh, yeah. If you beat the boss again.
Oh,
So you have
fuck
to pick up the
off.
heart container before you pick up the
How
boss
would you
remains.
know that?
I know there's a specific order.
Yeah,
They might think
why should there
I'm
be
the
a
one who
specific
fucked
order?
up. But that shouldn't be possible. The boss remains were in front of the heart, so naturally that's what I touched first. Jeez. Have a heart.
Yeah, that is overly complicated than it needs to be. Be generous. Let them have
Am
the
I
bloody
done
heart.
yet? Well, almost. There's a ton of quests left, mostly optional.
Yeah,
I did
side
one
quests.
that had me running
I mostly
around
did the
delivering
side
letters
quests.
and waiting for people to show up in different places all throughout the 3-day cycle. The final part, you have to wait in a hotel room until there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the timer. Needless to say, my nerves were skyrocketing again. But what happened here was perhaps one of the most solemn, doomy, and emotionally heart-wrenching scenes in the whole game. Or any game. These people are all sitting around waiting for the world to end. What can you say about that?
Well,
They're only
we are
characters
now.
in a game, but I can't
It's
help
slowly
but
ticking
wonder
away
what
to
could
our
be going
end.
through their minds. You're forced to stand there and wait with them until that counter goes down while the music just swells over you. Then the person you're waiting for enters the room and two long-lost lovers reunite and get married with Link as the witness. And
Wow.
with that resolved, they
That's
tell Link to
romantic.
take refuge as they both wait there, ready to die together at last.
That's sad, but
Wow.
totally awesome.
Goosebumps, man. I got 'em. All the R.L. Stein books. Then you encounter Skull Kid, play a melody, and summon 4 giants that come marching to hold the moon. It's like
Damn.
Atlas of Greek mythology holding up the heavens. And with that music playing over it, it's a truly epic scene. Then you ascend up into the moon, which doesn't look like a moon at all. Instead, it's a grassy field with a tree
So
and a
those
bunch of kids running
hallucinogenic
around
drugs
with masks.
Zelda's been
There's
taken
something
from
really
Link.
eerie about this.
His name's
It's like a
Link.
scene out of The Wicker Man. I mean the original, not the Nick Cage one. So there's still a lot to do here,
Not the
but at
bees!
this point I'm
Oh,
taking
God,
the
not the
quickest
bees!
possible route. I talk to the kid who's wearing Majora's Mask. He warns me I only have weak masks. And I'm aware I haven't fully powered my sword, or gotten the Fierce Deity mask, or any of the things that are supposed to make the game a hell of a lot easier. Not to mention that heart they didn't let me get. But you know what? I'm going forward
Still
anyway.
going on about that
'cause
damn
fuck
heart.
it. The final battle begins. Majora's Mask floats all around, shooting lasers and spinning like a buzzsaw. I defend with my shield, carefully time my sword hits, and deflect the lasers back. It's a long process, but I beat him. Now what? The second form, Majora takes on a humanoid shape, dancing around like an idiot. The fuck?
It's a bit like me. When I'm drunk.
Okay. This time I play more offensive, going in close and slashing away until he's done. Oh,
No,
shit.
damn.
This is where it starts, doesn't it? His
Oh,
third form
fuck.
doesn't mess around. He has these long whips that have such a great range, even if you stand on the far opposite side of the room, you can still get hit. And once he hits you, he doesn't stop. Oh, come on, let me get up! Come on, you fucking piece of dog dick. I carefully aim my light arrows to stun him, then run across the room, and I just barely have enough time to get some sword swipes in. Rinse and repeat. And just a reminder, I do not have the recommended sword, all the masks, or all the heart containers. So, if all along you've been saying I suck at this game, well then suck on this shit!
Nice. Damn.
I beat him. It's finally over! In true Zelda fashion, you get a big ending scene where all the characters you've met come together with peace and harmony.
Is that moon gone? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Yo! Oh, God.
Is the world really going to end just
Yes.
because I have a distaste for Majora's Mask?
Absolutely.
I do like certain things about it. I like its style and
I
mood.
enjoyed it. I
There's
enjoyed the
something
difficultness
profound and
of it.
fascinating about the world of Termina, the interesting characters it's populated with, and their multiple storylines and personal tribulations. Does it all exist as a dream within Hyrule? Is Hyrule Termina's heaven?
Who
Some even
knows?
believe Link is supposed to be dead. There's so many
Damn.
different ways to interpret it, like religions of the world. This game is truly a work of art. I love the concept, I love the lore, I love the creepy visuals that provoke an innocent childhood sense of worry, I love the rich storylines, and all the above. But the part I don't like very much is the game part. And that's the part that seems to get discussed the least. I mean, it's not a movie, it's not a comic book, it's a game. One that has grated at my nerves, not just while playing it, but also during the intervals in between when I was not playing and feeling extreme anxiety, feverishly anticipating when I will get my hands on it next to conquer this thing and get it off my daily chores. You saw all the trouble I had with it. That's
that big
not
rig
my
spray.
idea of fun, and I don't want it in my life. Call it a love-hate thing. So, Nerd, signing out.
7, 6, 5. That is one creepy ass fucking moon face. It's creepy. Those red eyes, honestly.
We're still here. The
Unfortunately.
world didn't end.
Unfortunately. I wanted it to end, but it's stuck.
All right, time for the unmasking.
Oh,
No. No.
Fate 2020.
No. No.
Mr. Nerd, forever stuck in the world that exists in his mind.
Sounds like an
A
Alan
world
Wake
that cannot
intro.
end,
Sort of Twilight.
perpetually surrounding himself with games he hates, yet cannot stop playing. Tonight's tale of the macabre, masochists, and Majora's Mask on the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Sounds more like Alan Wake's story than it does a Twilight one. But, yeah, Jesus Christ. I thought it was a good game. I never completed the game. Too fucking difficult. Like I said, I may play video games, but I'm not good at them. Yeah, I enjoyed the game. It was pretty good. I played it on the Nintendo 64, but mostly I played it for the GameCube. But that was The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent game to play, and but then again, I mostly played the side quests. I didn't really complete the main story, so maybe I should go back to play that game. But you know what? I would love to see The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask remastered for the Nintendo Switch, and then again, I want all the Zelda games on the Nintendo Switch. I want the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition on the Nintendo Switch, remastered and enhanced graphics and everything like that. That'd be totally cool. That's what they should be doing. I know I keep going on about Nintendo's lack of Nintendo Switch games, but there truly is a lack of Nintendo Switch games that I want. I want to see all the classic Nintendo 64 games come to the Nintendo Switch. Can you, and there is a debate, can you keep selling the same game over and over on every single console? Well, yeah, there's Bethesda's Skyrim. Yeah, Skyrim is on nearly every single fucking console ever known to man. I mean, it is on every single console if you think of Skyrim. And so why not do it with the Legend of Zelda, you know, the series? Why not? Why not do it with the game series? It would be totally awesome to see the Legend of Zelda games come alive again, remastered and enhanced on the, you know, Nintendo Switch. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I just want the Zelda games on Switch. I want Super Mario Sunshine as well on Nintendo Switch. I really do want to see that as well. There's tons of games I want to see on Nintendo Switch. But yeah. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for Nintendo 64, great game, really difficult game, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's bad. I enjoyed it, but mostly I played the side quests. Thankfully, I didn't see a lot of the glitches and sort of errors and frustrations that the nerd encountered. I did actually find some glitches and some minor nuisances, but I really didn't pay attention to them. You know, I didn't really go, oh, this is really a problem. Like the rupee store he was talking about. Yeah, that was overly complicated than it needed to be. A bit like my videos. Yeah, it was overly complicated, that system. It should have been an easy withdrawal and deposit system, but they made it way overly complicated. And I guess the good thing about this game is it makes for a great speedrun game. You know, a lot of people speedrun through games, and I guess there's probably tons of videos on YouTube of people playing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask speedrunning through this game and beating the game in like an hour or 20 minutes or something that fucking crazy or something. But yeah, it's very fascinating, very interesting, great game, love it. Love to see it come to Nintendo Switch. Please Nintendo do that. But yeah, that was totally awesome. That was episode 175. Hopefully we're going to be reaching episode 200 very soon. But if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.